Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. How is everybody today? I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And hello, I'm so glad to see so many people out here. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me. Today's Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. Happy Thursday to you. Let me see who is out here so I can give a quick hello. Hello, Tammy, Margaret, Sandy, Sharon. Hello, Victoria. Hi, Jane. Hello, Sandy, Valeria. Hello. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Laura. Hello, April. Hi, Kelly. So chilly today. It has been chilly and dreary all week here this week. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Beth. Brandy, hi. Hello, Morgan. Hi, Chris from Missouri. Hello, Kim. Yay, I made it to live, says Darlene. Welcome. Hello, Lynn. Hi, Deanna. Hello. I think I'm all caught up. I hope all of you are good. Hello, Stacy. It has been a busy week, as most weeks are. It's just busy all the time. How are you guys? Hello, Valeria. Thank you so much. Thank you, Valeria. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. I'm sending you a big hug. Sharon says, have you recovered from your shot, Angela? I have, yes. So I was almost back to normal last Friday when we had the live, but I wasn't like 100%. But it's been all uphill since then. I've had no problems, none at all. Back to normal now. Was trying to get caught up. I mean, even having a day where you're down, the stuff piles up. And so I kept on top of orders because that would drive me crazy to not keep on top of them. I can't stand it. Like any orders that come in, it needs to go out within 24 hours or else it drives me crazy. It's always on my mind. So that I kept up with, but just all the other stuff, it was like, okay, I got to get this done. So it's made this week a little bit busier, maybe. That quilt is beautiful, says everybody. Sandy says that, and Sharon says it, and Jane, love the quilt in the background. Yes, I did it. So I worked on this yesterday. I don't know what my problem was, but I didn't realize that I was so close to finishing it. I started this like over a year ago. I started making all those Dresdens with Tasha Noel's fabric called Simple Goodness. And I kept plugging away at it. And then I pulled it out yesterday to really kind of look at it, because this is going to be the idea behind our Dresden quilt. And so those of you who have asked to do a Dresden quilt along, I'm providing a kit. So it will kind of look like this. It will be a different pattern or fabric collection because the Simple Goodness fabric collection is no longer available. So we'll utilize Tasha's upcoming fabric collection called Quilt Fair, which is coming out in November. But I wanted to finish this so that you guys could kind of have an idea of what it was going to look like. So I started a long time ago, made some changes along the way, pulled it out yesterday to really kind of look at it and do some quilty math and figure out like yardage for different things and exactly what's needed to make up a kit. And when I pulled it out, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm almost done with this. And so I just quick finished it yesterday. The top is done so that I could give you guys something to kind of see what I'm talking about when we're talking about a Dresden quilt. So hi, Jody. Sandy says, awesome. I agree with Sandy. I got my second shot, get my second shot tomorrow at noon, plan for it for a Friday. So I had the week. That's what my sister did. That was good. Good planning on your part. Laura says, I love it. You're awesome with orders. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Tammy. Thermometer is full. Yes, my daughter filled it up. She got home from school and I was like, guess what? We have to fill up the thermometer. And she's like, really? It's full? You mean like full? And I was like, yeah, you get to color the rest of that puppy in. So she was so happy about that. I've been in bed since Friday. It's driving me crazy. Oh no, Valeria, feel better, my dear. Smart thinking, Bray. Such a beautiful finish for you. It's stunning, Angela. Those are some of my, me too. That's totally my color palette. And so you guys, I had been kind of envisioning it, but you know, it was set aside for a very, very long time. And I am like so much happier with the finish of this quilt top than I thought I was going to be. Like it came together much nicer than I thought. You know how you kind of set something aside and then you kind of forget about it and you move on to different things and maybe other things kind of grab your attention and you want to work with these other things. And then when you go back to it, you're kind of like, okay, I like it, but how's it? You're not just as excited as you used to be about how it's going to turn out. And I am so thrilled with how this turned out. Like, I'm really excited about it. It turned out better than I think I had originally imagined. So I'm really excited about it. Martha, thank you so much. Yes, we reached our goal. That is so exciting. I have a plan for how to kind of do a big announcement of reaching our 100 NICU quilts. So sorry, we're kind of talking about two different things right now, but we reached our 100 NICU quilts donated. We're actually over 100. We're at like, I think we're even over 105. We're between like 105 and 110. And so I have an idea of I just have to see if it'll work out. We're going to try to do it this weekend if the weather's nice. But I am going to do a big announcement of reaching our goal and share it with everybody out there. I know you guys have been following, but I know that there are some people who maybe don't watch our YouTube channel, which by the way, you should. And so I'm going to do a big announcement and kind of, make a big deal out of it. Cause it is a big deal. Over 100 quilts for our first time. That's great. So thank you guys so much for that, number one. And then eventually I'm going to schedule a time to meet with my NICU friend, my NICU nurse. And, I will turn over all of the quilts to her and we'll, do a picture of that and everything too. So you guys can see your quilts being donated. I won't actually be able to go to the hospital, but I will meet with her and, it'll be good. I can get all of those beautiful quilts and we're going to do a trunk show. I haven't forgotten about that. So we're aiming for not next week, but the week after. So the first live stream that we do in May, that's what I'm aiming for, to do a trunk show of all these quilts, of all the NICU quilts that have been donated. So if you have one that you're trying to get into me to be included in that live, try to have it here by 2 weeks from today. And if that's a problem for you, just email me and communicate that to me and we can work through that. That's totally fine. Got my second shot on May 8th. Hello, Trisha. Hello, Martha. Martha, that is so nice of you. Thank you so, so much for that. Not ignore. Sign me. I hope I did sign. So I have not gotten, I just put the Dresden quilt kit out there this morning. So I have not gotten any Dresden quilt kit reservations yet because I just put it up this morning. So for anybody who is interested in joining our Dresden quilt along, again, it's going to kind of look like this. I actually pulled, okay, I did this morning. So let's just talk about it now since we're talking about it. I will donate all of the quilts this year, Elizabeth, and then we will start fresh for next year. And my hope is that we will, I don't know what to set the goal at for next year. I want to double it. Like, that's what I want to say is let's go for 200 next year, especially if we start in January and we have all the way through, what did we say? October next year. That gives us a lot more time because this year we were working January through only the end of February, really. And that was a really short period of time. Now, great. Yes, we did extend it. And so we met it, mid-April. So January to mid-April, that's like 3.5 months. Yeah, 3.5 months. So if we have longer next year, maybe 200. I don't know. So I have to think about that. Brandy, come on, world, watch Angela's YouTube. Yes, watch our YouTube channel. How exciting. I'm looking forward to start mine. What did Debbie say? Sewing on my seeds. Oh, yes, Debbie, your project is so beautiful. I don't know if you all saw Debbie's share. She's working on her flea market flowers table runner, and it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love that table runner. I love, love, love it. table runner slash foot of bed runner. Like it could be a bed runner too, because it is quite wide. And I did see somebody say that they left off a row to make it a little bit more narrow so that it would fit as a table runner better. So keep that in mind when you're making it. If you have a specific place you want it to go, you may want to adjust how big you make it so that it fits there. But Debbie, yours is gorgeous. I can't wait to see it come along. So here's the deal. We are doing a Dresden quilt. We're going to start our quilt along in January of 2022. And we're going to use Tasha Noel's newest fabric collection called Quilt Fair. And this comes out in November. So then we're just going to, I'll get everything ready. We're going to start it in January to kind of get through the holidays and everything. It'll be a nice start for winter to work with this beautiful fabric. And so it'll kind of have this is going to be the idea. It's going to be a very similar color scheme because her new fabric collection is very similar to this. So I was going through and kind of picking out fabric this morning. So this is what I'm thinking for the background. These are little aqua sewing machines on white. So that will be all of the white that you see. It's really cute. When I saw these little aqua sewing machines, I was like, that's perfect. So that'll be where all the white is. So it'll be the background fabric and then the sashing or the inner border fabric. And then of course, you'll get charm packs for the actual Dresden petals. You'll get charm packs to make all of those. So you'll get a little bit of all of the different patterns or prints in this collection through the Dresdens. And then for the aqua sashing, where is it? This. I thought this would be super cute. They're little strawberries. How cute is that? And it's aqua, so it's going to have that same aqua look. And then for the navy, this is where I could use your help because I couldn't decide. Here's one of the navies. There's little quilt stars. And the other navy is the floral. So if you guys have a preference for that, so again, this navy is the floral, and that would be for the cornerstones right here, and for the outer border, which is a pretty thick outer border, so you'll see a lot of it. Either the floral or the quilt stars right here. So if you have a preference, let me know, and that is what I will include for the kit. Debbie says, thank you. It's fun. It is fun. That flea market table runner is so fun. Tammy, how much is the kit? So it's a $24.98 reservation fee. The total kit cost is $124.98. And you get everything to do the top. So it includes 3 charm packs. It includes, I can't remember all of the yardage amounts, but it includes the navy and the white and the aqua and all of that. Martha, it totally, Lori Holt's applique method totally makes it easy. I've been telling you people this. You will totally enjoy the process. You just have to not be scared of it and jump in and just give it a try. The floral is so pretty, says Stephanie. Okay, that's kind of what I was leaning towards, but I just couldn't decide. I thought those quilt blocks were cute too. But the tossed floral, I think that looks pretty cute. So I think that's what we'll go with. And yes, I will sell the Dresden template. I'm going to try to sit down and go through anything that I might think back to when I was making it. So the Dresden template for sure. The one that I have that I really like is by Creative Grids. I do have some in the shop right now. It goes a little bit larger than some other Dresden templates. And so that's one of the things that I liked about it, is because it gives you like an extra inch from a lot of the other ones, so that you can make bigger Dresdens if you really want to. I like the floral, says Jane. How big is the quilt, Lynn? So this quilt is 65¼ by 79½. That's how big it ended up being. So there are 12. I think you can see them all. Well, okay, there's another row up there. Let me see if I can show you. There. So there are 12 blocks total, and then the sashing and the borders. So, okay, so I'm going to include floral, navy floral in the kit then. I know I started the vintage house. I'm doing this. So, yay. Oh, that would be an interesting combination with the navy and the floral and the stars for the capstones and the border. I'll have to figure out yardage for one versus the other. Right now it's all clumped into one. Okay, so that is out online now. And this collection, it's due in November, July, August, which probably means, so I think I just ordered August collections. I'm going to have to probably order it soon. I mean, I don't know. They don't give us an exact time. I haven't heard about this one yet, but the reason that I wanted to hurry and finish this yesterday to be able to show you and roll it out by today is because I will have to order this collection at some point, and I want to give you guys enough time, if you want to participate in that Dresden quilt along, to reserve your kit. So then I know how much yardage I need to order to cover all of that. So I think you still have a decent amount of time. I think I'm only on September. So I need to order September by the end of April. That would mean October by the end of May. They might clump this one in with October because it's already out there. Like some of the other November releases, they released with the second release. So I don't know if I'll have to order it by the end of May or the end of June, but that gives you an idea. So if you're interested in joining the Dresden Quilt Along, reserve your kit in the shop. Okay, how is everybody? I bought it on its own. Yeah, her fabric is perfect, I think, for making these cute Dresdens. I mean, they're so cute. And that main print is just perfect for fussy cutting. It's perfect. And it's spaced out enough that you can really get some good pictures from it. So I love it for that. I think it's perfect for it. And I will be making the Quilt Fair one along with you guys as well. And once you get those, I mean, it's not going to take too long because those 12 blocks don't take long, especially if, now I hand stitched all of those Dresdens down, but if you machine stitch it, it won't take long at all. And then putting it together, it goes lickety split. So it's not going to be a hard quilt to put together. It'll be so much fun to make. And right in the middle of winter, it'll be perfect. I'm so excited. And I'm so excited to finish it. Like I can't stop looking at it. I'm kind of distracted. Okay, so our week has been busy, cold, rainy. It's kind of put me in a funk, I'm not going to lie. We were having such beautiful weather. I mean, over the weekend, we took a break just from life and we did a picnic. We went out to like an empty field and packed a picnic. And the field has like a big hill. And so that we all had a picnic out there in the sunshine. It was so nice. And then we finished eating and all of the kids, all 6 of them, running over the hill and they were rolling down the hill and laughing and just having a good time. And my husband and I were just laying on a blanket. It was so nice. And then this week the cold came. So it was kind of cold and rainy. We even had flurries. Now we didn't get the snow that some of you guys got. But we did get flurries. And so there were flurries flying through the air. It just kind of, I don't know. I've been in kind of a funky place this week, but coming here and spending time with you guys always seems to cheer me up and get me excited about the stuff that's going on with the shop and get me excited about making more stuff. Blair says, how are the kids doing? The kids are good. We did get results from my son and it was good news. So I don't like to share a bunch of stuff about that. And so I'm not going to go into detail, but it was good news, which is a huge relief for us. So, I mean, like normal news, like nothing bad was going on. It wasn't good news. It was just everything's fine. So that we were really happy about that. Whew. That picture you took of the table runner is beautiful. Yeah, so we did some photos. We got some pictures of the flea market table runner, which I love. And I'm going to quilt it up, hopefully sooner rather than later. And I can't wait to get it done and then put it on our table. I'm super excited about it. Always glad for normal and boring news. Yeah, it was good. It was very good. We were a little anxious about that. So we're super happy about that. It was very good news. So glad to hear about your son. Yay. Warm, sunny weather all week. And now we are back to cool overcast. I know. And we're due to get rain this week. I just would like a little bit of sunshine. That's what I would like. Okay, so today we're going to start. And I was trying to think of some fun stories. I don't know. I don't have a ton of fun stories to share today. Probably because I've been in kind of a funky place all week. My little one is funny. I think Henry might be sick, so I'm a little concerned about that. He's not been feeling well. So I might need to take him to the vet if things don't turn around for him sooner rather than later. So he's been sticking pretty close to me. I can always tell something's up with Henry when he sticks pretty close to me. Usually he just likes to bask in the sun. Like he'll find a sunny spot and he'll just lay there all day. When I was putting together this quilt yesterday, he kept laying on the quilt. I was like, Henry, I got a pin there. You don't want to be there right now. He just kept finding a spot in the quilt and laying down. But he's not been feeling good. So he's been sticking kind of close. Every time I'm in the shop working, he's at my feet, which tells me something's up. So he seems to have kind of an upset stomach. So need to look at that. Yes, our dishwasher is fixed. So round 2, it got broken. Like we fixed it and then it got broken again. But it was just the top rack that one of the plastic pieces had broken. And so my husband tracked down the correct part and he fixed it. And now we have a fixed dishwasher. So that's really good news. Would be a good NICU size, the head over heels. Yes, it would, April. Poor Henry. I hope he feels better too. Me too. Yeah, so he's not feeling the best. My little one was super cute. Last week, she was missing her siblings when they were at school. And then last night, for whatever reason, she's very into kind of getting the older kids. She's just cute. And so she says stuff that's really funny. And she's learned that when she says something that's really funny, the older kids will do like this big laugh. Like she gets a big reaction from them when she says something that's funny or she does something that's funny. So she's kind of caught on to that. And so now she does things looking for that reaction. And so last night we were all sitting at supper eating, and she said, everybody was talking, like supper is always really busy. Sometimes I think it can be overwhelming for her because there are many different conversations going on. And so sometimes she'll just like make noises loudly so that she can be heard over the fray of everything else that's going on. And so yesterday and for some reason, she's always talking to her brothers. It's always her boys that she's talking to. And she goes, okay, boys, it is time to settle down. She said it very seriously, and she kind of tapped the table when she did it. And everybody kind of looked at her and they were like, what? And then she just got this huge smile on her face. Like she wrinkles up her nose and she smiles really big and her eyes get all squinty and she throws her head back and she goes like that. Like it's not even a real laugh. She's just kind of chuckling at herself. And then everybody just started laughing. Okay, boys, it's time for you to settle down. So she's getting a chuckle out of everybody. Otherwise, my oldest is back in soccer. So she's really loving that. She's happy to be back and doing that because she loves to play. That's about it. I've just been trying to keep up with all the shop stuff. She is a character, Sandy. Oh my gosh. I've been trying to keep up with stitching. I've fallen behind because I was trying to get quilting stuff done. I'll show you everything. I'll show you what I've been doing, and hopefully you'll understand why I'm a little further behind on stitching than I had planned to be. She's a little ham. She is a little ham. Okay, so first I have lots of updates to share with you before I share with you my Stitchy progress. She knew how to get them right, because then it got quiet. Like she said what she wanted to say, and then it was like, what did you say? And everybody got quiet. And then she just throws her head back and she starts laughing. I'm like, you little stinker. She's such a little stinker. I know. That is something that we are really trying to soak in this time, because the first time around, I mean, I could tell you guys stories from when our older 5 were little. It was just crazy. And looking back, it's like, yes, there are certain things that stick out, but it was such a crazy time that it was hard to really let it sink in when we were going through it. And so now we're really trying to let it sink in and just soak up as much of it as possible. She really knew how to control the room and her siblings, right? Like, for example, here's a little story from when my older 5 were little. So I couldn't go anywhere with them. Like, I just couldn't go places with them because I had 5 kids 2 years old and under by myself. And so even to go outside, because we didn't have a fenced in backyard at first. And so one of the first summers that they were toddling around, so they must have been, between, 1 and 2, something like that. The younger 4 were between 1 and 2, and my oldest one must have been 3-ish. And so one day I was at home by myself and I was like, I got to get these kids outside. I mean, it's driving me crazy. We got to get out. We got to get some fresh air. The weather's nice. It was nice out. I said, okay, I'm just going to take them out quick, get some fresh air. So I took all 5 of them outside to our backyard. It was not fenced in. And all of a sudden, it was like, whoosh, everybody just scattered. I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Like, I kind of naively thought that they would stay closer to me, like in my general vicinity, but they just all went in different directions. And so I don't know if you guys have seen that video of that mama bear trying to get all of her baby bears across the street, and they're kind of scattering around and all these cars are stopped. That's how I felt in this moment. I would go and I would get one and I would bring him back, and then I would run and get another one. By the time I got back, the other one was gone. And I was like, come here, come to me. And nobody was listening. I mean, they were just little toddlers. And so they were all over the place. My neighbors must have thought I looked like the biggest idiot. I mean, I was seriously running to one direction, grabbing one, running and getting another one. Then I'd have 2, and then I'd put them down quick, and then I'd try to go get the other ones. And my oldest one was good, and she wasn't one of the ones running off, so she was trying to help, but she was only 3. I'm sure my neighbors were at their windows just laughing at me. And so my husband came home that night, and I was like, we need a fence. And he's like, why? Why do we need a fence? We can't afford a fence. And I was like, we need a fence. We are going to find a way to afford a fence. We need a fence. And he's like, oh, they'll be fine. I was like, you did not witness today. I wish I had a video so that I could share it with you so you could see how much of an idiot your wife looked like trying to run around and corral all these kids. Needless to say, I got them all together and we went right back inside and we stayed inside for the rest of the day. Finally, we got a fence and we put it up. And then the time that I went to the store with all of them, and I just had to shove them all in a cart. Like, they were all sitting. I must have had to go to the store for, like, something was needed. It must have been urgent. And so I went to a store and I just put all 5 of the kids in the back of the cart. And then I had another cart that I was pushing around with me to fill with stuff that we needed. But people were like, what is going on with that woman? She's smuggling those children? I don't understand. But they're just all shoved in the back of a cart. It was crazy, crazy times. But I'm hoping to soak in more of that. Valeria says, April says, my baby is starting her first job next week. Good luck. Valeria, I need help with cross-stitch pattern. Is a sampler by the Scarlet House. The pattern is asking for 46 or 40 count. So you can really use anything you want, depending on the stitch size, Valeria. Depending on the stitch size, you have to kind of keep in mind if you don't want to use anything too low in count, because then that will make your stitch huge. So why don't you message me, Valeria, and I can help you with that. Tell me what the stitch size is, and then we can, I can work through that with you to find you a cloth count that will be more manageable, but keep your stitch size at a good size. That's not going to be ginormous. Poor thing. Oh, Angela, I can't even imagine. Work with, but it's fine. Can one do Dresden quilts along with fat quarter bundle? You sure could. Yeah. Yeah. You could make bigger Dresdens if you use that. For these Dresdens, I just used a 5-inch stacker. I felt like that was an affordable way to be able to do it. So those are just 5-inch Dresdens back there. But yes, you sure could. Love the Dresden plates behind you. Hi, Erin. Oh my gosh, Sharon, I've been told that many times. You have the pattern scarlet. Oh, okay. So 19. Okay. So Valeria, I will look at that and I can email you. Scarlet House. Okay. So here is the quilting information and updates for you that I have. First of all, let's start with Snowed In. I put a note on here. For anybody who is looking to do this kit, I have lots of reservations left. So this is called the Snowed In Sampler by Heather Peterson, featuring her Snowed In fabric collection, which is so pretty. Oh my gosh. When this arrives, it's going to be a huge collection. I ordered so much of this because the reservations were out of this world. But I still have a lot of this one left for whatever reason. And Heather Peterson is doing a sew along, which I think is starting in June. And she's doing a sew along for this one. So you can sew along with Heather, get your kit at Happy Little Stitch Shop, and then sew along with Heather for her Snowed In sampler sew along starting in June. And then this is the sew along that we are doing at Happy Little Stitch Shop. But I think I'm sold out of this reservation. Although I guess potentially, I'd have to look. If I don't sell through all of these reservations, I might have more of this to be able to open up. We'll have to see about that. So that's Snowed In. That's due to come in May. We'll see if it is delayed or if it arrives on time, because as you know, many things are being delayed right now, which has kind of impacted my business plan a little bit. But it's all good. It's just the way that it is right now. So what can you do? When will the second batch of our flag stands for? Okay, so I was just going to update on that. Let me see if I can grab it. So that has shipped to me, Tammy, and it is due. I would assume it's probably going to arrive next week. So our flag stands for freedom. This is by Primitive Gatherings for Moda Fabrics, featuring the American Gatherings fabric collection. This is the boxed kit. This is what the kit looks like, or the quilt looks like. And you have enough to make both the mini quilt and the regular size quilt. And I received the first batch. This is my last one left from the first batch. The second batch is in transit to me. I got notification yesterday that they shipped it. So it's on the way to me. I'm expecting it to arrive next week. So that's the update for this one. Yes, Jody, yes. The Lori Holt pie ruler will also work for the Dresden quilts. Yes, because we're doing a 5-inch one. And so that pie ruler is big enough to cover that. Yep. So if you have the Lori Holt pie ruler, you're set. Okay, so that's the update for our flag stands for freedom. It is coming. So if you are in the second batch, if you have not received an invoice yet, then that means you're in the second batch. And those invoices will be emailed to you next week. So keep an eye out for that next week. I'm going to make a note about something to talk to you guys about. Okay, then guess what else is on the way? I got shipping notification for Sunday Stroll. It is on the way to me, and so are these beautiful kits, which I am now sold out of. However, if something falls through, some could always become available again, but as of right now, I'm sold out of it. So as soon as this collection arrives, I will invoice for these kits. I think I have a couple of these Grace quilt kits that I will cut up. I will invoice for those. I have some fat quarter bundles that people have reserved. I will invoice for those and get those out to you. I still have fat quarter bundle reservations available in the shop. So if you want one, when this collection arrives, put through your fat quarter bundle reservation so that I can get it out to you right away when they arrive. So I'm expecting this one to arrive next week as well. Look at you guys all helping each other out. I love it. Just tuned in, says Betty Ann. Hello, welcome. How do I sign up for the Dresden plate? So this kit is available to reserve on the website at happylittlestitchshop.com. Just search for Dresden and it should pop up. I also, you guys, put the backing set reservation out there for this one. I'm trying to get into the habit of doing that going forward. So there is also a backing set reservation to go with this kit out there. So you can reserve that as well at the same time. And then I can be sure that I order enough for you. And then the big thing for following along with any of our quilt alongs is just be sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, because this is kind of going to be the central hub for stitch along information. Be sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and be sure you're subscribed to our newsletter, because I share a lot of updates. If there are shipping delays, if there are collection delays, I share a lot of updates in that newsletter. And of course, I'll share quilt along information in the newsletter as well. So, but it's out. I just put it out there this morning. So the kit is out there to be reserved and the backing set. Yes. Yes, Andrea. She says, is there a backing set option for Sunday stroll kit that can be added when you send out our invoices? There sure is. I'm trying to get better at that. I said to my husband, I kind of like just having the yardage in the shop so that people can choose their own. But I'm hearing more and more from customers that they prefer to have a backing set as an option to reserve ahead of time, and then also to order when their kit comes in and they're ready. So yes, Andrea, I'm going to try to get a backing set option out there. I'll look up what backing set the designer picked to go with that, and then that's what I'll put with that. Does the newsletter go to our email? Yes, Sandy, it does. Yes, it does. It goes to your email. So as long as you are signed up, and if you have problems like that, let me know, because sometimes I can send an invite through the back end, and then that has helped people be able to see the newsletter. So yes, it goes out through the email, and I typically try to send out my newsletter every Monday. This week it was on Tuesday because Monday got away from me, but I try to send it out every Monday right away at the beginning of the week. And since we're talking about newsletter, keep an eye out this Saturday for a special report newsletter, because we are getting ready to release our specialty box. Our next specialty box is called Happy Little Stitch Box with Joy. And I have been collaborating with a designer who, do you guys want to know who it is? Should I tell you? Should I tell you who it is? Anyway, I've been coordinating with her on when we're going to release it. And so we've been chit-chatting back and forth this morning. And she's going to send out her newsletter on Saturday, and I'm going to send out a special newsletter on Saturday. And that stitch box will be available to order this Saturday. So keep an eye on your email for that special newsletter. And the stitch box is going to be released for ordering this Saturday. I'm so excited. Of course you should. Yes, please tell who. You should for sure tell us, says Stephanie. Yes, tell us. Can you send me an invite? I sure will, Sandy. I will try to send you an invite. Sandy. Check junk mail. Yes, that is so true, Andrea. Check junk mail, because oftentimes I've heard from so many people that any communication from me goes to junk mail. So you have to be sure that you have accepted me, Happy Little Stitch Shop, as a sender that you approve. You have to approve me so that it can go into your inbox. So Lori, a stitch box is kind of a specialty box. So we did a cross stitch box last summer already. Is that true? Where I collaborated with a designer. She made up a special cross stitch pattern that was exclusive to Happy Little Stitch Shop only. And I included in a specialty box the cross stitch pattern, floss kit. And then there are all sorts of little goodies that are included in there. Like that one had a needle minder and it had some floss wax and it had some floss bobbins and it had like a bunch of stuff that's included in it. The cool thing about our specialty box is you're getting a really good deal on this stuff. So the cost of the box is always going to be lower than the value of the box. Does that make sense? So you're getting a good deal because we're not taking our normal difference. It's kind of a treat to you guys. It's kind of a way to say, hey, thank you so much for your support. That's how I look at it. I look at it as I just look at it as a way to say, hey, thank you so much for your support. And here's a little treat for you guys. And so that's what I'm hoping it feels like, is that you're excited about it because it's kind of fun and you get little goodies in there that you might not be expecting. And I don't know, that's kind of the idea. So it's a box full of goodness. Sharon says the box was awesome. Tell us. I didn't get your email. I do check. Thank you, Megan. That's our Dresden quilt. The heart box was amazing. I would definitely be ordering my future boxes. Yay! Thank you so much. Okay, so this one is going to be a quilting theme box. So last time we did cross stitch box. I'm going to start working on another cross stitch box, hopefully sooner rather than later. This one is going to be quilting themed, and I am partnering up again with Beverly McCullough. So that is the designer. I would love to work with other designers. So if you are another designer out there and you would love to work with Happy Little Stitch Shop, please contact me, because I've contacted lots of people and for one reason or another, it just has not worked out. And so Beverly has been so sweet and so kind, and she's fabulous to work with. And she has a particularly cute collection coming up. And so we are collaborating again. So she has designed an exclusive quilt pattern for us. So you will get that pattern. You get all the supplies that you need to make that quilt top. And then there will also be other goodies in there that will hopefully bring you happiness and make you smile and make you feel the Happy Little Stitch Shop love. That's what I'm hoping. I signed up just now again, just in case something weird happened. Okay, good. Love her, says Sharon. Quilty box. Beverly has great stuff. She sure does. I know, Sam. Isn't it exciting? Her stuff is super cute. Will it be beginner friendly? It will be. Yeah, it's pretty straight piecing. There's no like applique or kind of crazy curved piecing or anything like that. So I think it'd definitely be doable. I'm wondering that too, says Lori. That was so creative. And she's super sweet. She's super sweet. Like we were just chatting this morning and we were talking about Garden of Quilts a little bit. And she said, I would love to meet you in person someday. And I said, I would love to meet you too. I don't know when that'll happen, but it will be lovely to meet some of these people that I have developed such nice relationships with over the last year. I said this several times before, but so you can write whatever you want on your baby label quilt. For sure, put your name. And then outside of that, it's whatever you want. You can make it as personal or as generic as you want. It's totally up to you, but for sure, put your name on it. So Saturday, keep an eye out. Happy Little Stitch Box with Joy is going to be released on Saturday. She can come to our quilt retreat, Sam. I just need somebody to plan my quilt retreat. I have had so many requests for a quilt retreat, and I would love to do it. I just don't know how to do it. I think that's my biggest problem. I need to know. I've never attended one, and so it's hard to kind of know what's expected. So I have to figure all of that stuff out. But I would love to do it. So Megan, what a quilt kit, Megan? This thing behind me? I will plan it for you. I would love to go to a quilt retreat and learn from all of you experienced quilters. Camel for you, Sam. Looking forward to a quilt box. Everyone needs a little sparkle. Yes. Quilt retreats are so much fun. The quilt box. Oh, so it's kind of a kit plus more. So it's not just a kit, but it's like a project. So it's not a quilt kit because the quilt, it's not going to be a full-size quilt. It's a small project. And then you get other notions and stuff in there too. So you're going to get, it's going to be a mixture of a small project. It's going to be exclusive to our shop. It's going to be fabric. It's going to be other notions thrown in there. And part of the fun of it is it's kind of a surprise. You don't know everything that's going to be included in there. Some of it, hopefully all of it, you're going to be excited about. Kim, you and I are in the same boat. So it's going to kind of be like a Christmas in July theme, the box. I'm so introverted. Me too. I am too. Definitely. I am introverted. I mean, on here, I don't seem that way. I know, but socializing is not my forte. It's just not. I try to avoid it at all costs. Okay, so let me get focused here. What else? I'm so interested in chatting with you guys that I'm forgetting about what I need to talk about. Okay, so Sunday Stroll is on the way. I'm super excited about that. Speaking of Beverly McCullough, here's an update on Swinging on a Star. This is Swinging on a Star quilt kit by Beverly McCullough featuring her Stardust collection. Her Stardust collection is starting to ship to shops now. However, the boxed kit has been delayed. So they are telling me right now to expect this to be shipped to me mid-May. So for those of you who have reserved the Swinging on a Star boxed kit, I'm not expecting to receive it till mid-May or a little bit later. So that's the update for this one. Also, it is the same story for Camp Woodland boxed kit. So I have the collection. The Camp Woodland collection is in the shop. It's super cute. I just cut up some yardage this morning for somebody who ordered some. It's so cute. The colors in this collection are just so pretty. Colors like pistachio and sky and pine. Just really pretty colors. But this kit is delayed until mid-May as well. So they're telling me I shouldn't expect this until mid-May. So I have a fair amount of people who have reserved this one. I know you're anxious to get it, and I'm anxious to get it to you, trust me. But this one's going to be delayed a little bit. So mid-May for Camp Woodland. It's so easy to get songs stuck in your head, isn't it? Okay, and then I have a couple collections. Okay, for Crystal Lane, I have heard that that's going to be pushed back till May. So I know I've been reached out to a lot about the Crystal Lane Blue Spruce kit that has sold reservations like crazy. And I don't think I have it in. Oh, here it is. So this is Crystal Lane by Bunny Hill Designs. This kit, and then fat quarter bundles, yardage, all of that. This was due to arrive in April. Last I heard, it's been pushed back to May. So I'm hoping to receive this collection in May. Keep your fingers crossed. I also believe that Spring Chicken, which was also due in April, this one was due in March, sorry. This one has been pushed back, might not be coming until May. And that would impact these two quilt kits. You guys are funny. With warm thoughts and good wishes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, so those are the updates for those. And then, what did I just order? I had to just order Sincerely Yours by Sherry and Chelsea. So that order was due. That has been ordered. Kits and fat quarter bundles have been capped. So now there's a limit. So whatever's out there is what's available based on my cushion to my order. The other collection that has been ordered is Cozy Up by Corey Yoder. I had to order that one last week. So that one has been capped and cushioned. So for any kits that are out there, what's available is now what's available. We're also doing the Roadside Harvest quilt along for that one. It's super cute. So be sure if you want to join us for that Roadside Harvest quilt that you reserve it before they're gone. Okay, and then these I'm ordering next week. These are due for me to order next week. Coffee Chalk by J. Wecker Frisch for Riley Blake Designs. This one is super cute if you like coffee. The polka dots are so cute. Look at all of these fun prints. They're so cute. The light bulbs and the coffee and the panel. And this is the kit that we have out there. So I think what we have for reservation out there now is this Jitter Mugs quilt kit. This is what it looks like. That can be reserved in the shop right now. We also have the Coffee Chalk Fat Quarter bundle able to be reserved in the shop right now. So those reservations will help me to know how much I'm going to order next week. So if you're interested in any of that, reserve that so that I can include you in my numbers. And then we have Eat Your Veggies. This is the next one by Sandy Gervais, and I need to order this one next week as well. So this is a cute juvenile collection for dinosaurs. Right now, what we have in the shop are these two. This one is called Double Trouble. That's in the shop, able to be reserved right now. And this one is called Roar. That one can be reserved in the shop right now too. And then I believe the Fat Quarter bundles are out there able to be reserved too. And I will be ordering this one next week. So if you want any of that, don't forget to reserve your stuff. And then this one has got, these have gotten so much attention this week. Oh my gosh. I posted this one and people just fell in love with it. This is the latest pillow kit from Riley Blake Designs that just arrived in the shop this week. Invoices have all been sent, so please take a look at your inbox and make sure that you find your invoice to snag this up before too long. Because I've had a number of people who haven't been paying, and so I can't hold on to these kits for forever. I mean, it's been like over a month now, and so I can't hold on to them for forever. So I'll have to open them up to other people if invoices aren't paid. So we have this one. This is the most recent one. This is the July pillow kit, and it was designed by Amy Smart, Diary of a Quilter. She does such pretty designs. Oh my gosh. Such great designs. So that's the flag one. And then also in the shop, we have the May one. I saw Elizabeth is working on this one right now. It looks fabulous, Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, I love that you are sharing those pillows because they look so pretty. So this one says Mother in the middle. It's a super cute pillow kit, and it comes in this adorable keepsake box. So that's in the shop, ready to ship right now. And the last one is designed by our friend Beverly McCullough, and this one is the June pillow kit with that cute. It's a Dresden with that cute Dresden sun. So this one is in the shop, and I have some that are ready to ship right now. The layout kicks my butt. Some of these kits have been a little bit challenging, but from the people I've heard from who have stuck with it and done it, it's been really rewarding, and they've been learning new skills from it, which I think is kind of cool because it's a perfect little project to pick up a new, skill set. So I think it's really cool. Do I have to commit to all the pillow kits? So you can just buy the ones that I have available right now for individual sale. You don't have to commit to all of them. The ones I have available right now for individual sale are the May one and the June one. I may have some July ones that open up eventually, but I'm trying to give the people who reserved them ample opportunity to claim their reservation and purchase them. But these two I have in the shop right now. They're ready to ship and they're available for purchase individually. You just need to search for pillow kit and it should pop up. And for whatever reason, it's so confusing. That would be confusing. So hopefully that answers your question, Marsha. Okay, so those are all the kits. And then we kind of already talked about flea market table runner, but I still have some of these kits left in the shop. So for anybody who wants to join in the flea market table runner fun, I have these kits in the shop. I have interfacing, I have applique glue, I have point-to-point turners. I have all the stuff you need to do this project. And a tutorial on our YouTube channel to help with making it. So hopefully that will set you up with everything you need to jump in and make this beautiful table runner and give applique a try. Okay, Teresa, got it. I'm gonna write that down. Teresa. Oh. Okay. So flea market table runner is in the shop. Now I have a question for you people because this has been driving me crazy this week. Is it bad that I hope someone doesn't want it there in July? I know it's so frustrating for me as a shop owner because I had a really large number of people subscribe to this pillow kit of the month thing. And so then I need to order all of those pillows and I order subscriptions. So I don't just order them individual kit by kit by kit. I have to order a subscription for the entire 12 months. So if someone bails, which has happened, they decide they don't like it and they bail on it, then I'm stuck with stuff that I wasn't planning to be stuck with. So it kind of bums me out when that happens. But then hopefully people like yourself who just maybe want one or two, then it opens up an opportunity for you. So we'll see. There is a decent possibility. There are like, I don't know, two or three, maybe even 4 people who have not followed through with their kits past month 1. So have you ever reached out to Erica Arndt? She makes a darling quilt pattern and she might be open to working on a box with you. Just an idea. I think she is a kind soul. Oh, that sounds nice. I did actually reach out to her once upon a time, but maybe I should reach out to her again. I would like an extra July. Okay. If you want an extra July pillow kit, the best way is to send me an email and put July pillow kit as a subject. That would really help me. Just send me an email and tell me that you want one if it becomes available and just put July pillow kit as the subject. Okay, so this has been, I know, Elizabeth, I know that's the tricky part, right? Like when you're signing up for that reservation, you're kind of signing into a commitment, right? But I can't force people to pay, you know? So it kind of puts me in a bad spot. Stacy, there is a chance that I could make a quilt kit for you for Shine On. Now, I will warn you, it is quite a pricey kit, but you get like over 24 yards of fabric with it. But I might have enough. I would have to like go through and make sure that I have enough for you. Somebody else came and asked me that, and I made up a kit for somebody else. And I had enough. And when I was doing that kit, I kind of made a conscious note that I think I have enough to make up another one if somebody wants one. I have received some yardage orders since then, so I can't guarantee you that I could make you up a kit, but I feel pretty good that I could make you up a Shine On kit. So if you're interested in that, Stacy, just email me and let me know. And I can go through the details with you about that. How can you give us a question? What did I ask this week? I don't even remember. I go through and I do those questions like at the beginning of the month. So I don't remember what I asked this week, Tammy. Okay, so here is my big question that has been driving me crazy this week. Who asked me for an ironing board cover? This is what I need to know. Oh, that's sad, Kim. April! I knew it. I knew as soon as somebody told me, I would know exactly who it was. I looked through Instagram messages. I looked through emails. I was like, who asked me for this? Oh my gosh, it is driving me crazy. And then I kept saying, as soon as somebody tells me, I'll know. And then my husband was like, well, of course, as soon as somebody tells you, you'll know. Like they'll have told you. How could you not know after somebody tells you? I was like, shut it. Oh my gosh. And so thank you. They are here, April. Oh, I feel so much better now. This is why the subject line with the what you want is really helpful for emails. And I think we communicated, April, through Instagram. And sometimes that can be like a dark hole because it's just, I can't find it right away. So April, your ironing board cover is here. It arrived this week. And I only have a limited amount. Yes, Valeria, my email address is happylittlestitchshop@gmail.com. So this is Lori Holt's ironing board cover. I only have a very limited amount, but if people want some, I can always order more. They were on back order for forever. They have finally arrived. They are here, April. So let's connect so that I can get this to you because I know you've been patiently waiting for it. I'm so happy that you were on and you could tell me that it was you. You have no idea how I was thinking about it last night as I was trying to fall asleep. Like, I can't stand that when a customer is waiting for something and then I can't figure out who it was that was waiting for it because then I feel like I'm letting you down. And it just arrived Tuesday, maybe Tuesday. It may have even arrived yesterday, but I think it was Tuesday. And so even having it be that short a period of time, I'm like, I need to get this to the person who wanted it. And I can't figure out who it is. Hello, Kim. I'll message you. Okay, good. Thank you, April. All right. So that's all for the quilt. No, it's not all for the quilting stuff. I forgot I set these over here. Okay, you guys. This was block 1 for Lori Holt's remix. I've seen people making it. I love it. I'm so excited to see all of these out there. I don't remember, Sharon. I don't even know. It's not on the website. I haven't even priced it out yet. I haven't even looked at my packing slip that came with it. I was just like, who does this go to? I can't find out who it is. So I am not sure how much the cover is. I have to look that up. What project are you currently enjoying or looking forward to the most? Oh, that's a good question. That's a pretty good question. Okay, so this is block 1. I still have a lot of kits left for block 1. It was another one of those situations that so many people told me they wanted kits. And so I made up enough thinking that those people really did want kits and then they didn't follow through on it. So now I have a lot of extra kits. I'm not going to be making so many kits going forward because I don't want to get stuck with a bunch of them that are already cut up and then I can't do anything with that fabric except have it in that kit. So I still have kits left. If anybody wants to jump on the Applique Block of the Month bandwagon, this is block 1. And did you guys see block 2? Have you seen block 2? Because if you have not, I'm sharing it with you today. And I'm going to start working on putting kits together for that. However, I'm not going to make as many as I did last time. I'm not going to trust that everybody who contacts me says they want a kit, that they actually want one. Block 2 is super cute. Look at it. This is block 2. It's super cute. And as soon as I saw it, an idea popped into my head. So I'm going to figure that out and see if I'm going to go with my idea or not. I can't decide. But it's very, very cute. So now my job is to try to see if I can track down some of this fabric. I'm not sure what's available, what's not. I do have some of this fabric in the shop already. So I'm going to start working on that. For those of you who are interested in doing this, give me like, you know, a couple weeks to get everything that's needed. And then I'll announce when the kits are ready. It does not use the same shape. So for this one, she uses one of the shapes is from Prim. And the rest of the shapes are from Autumn Love. So I will get the Autumn Love So Simple Shape sets. And those will be, it'll be very similar to last time, where I will offer you the option of just getting the fabric only, or getting the Autumn Love So Simple Shape set and the fabric together. But I'm not going to include Prim, because anybody who is doing this already has Prim from last month's set. So I will get Autumn Love. I will track down fabric. Again, I will try to stay as close as possible to Lori's fabric choices, but there's no guarantee that they will be exactly the same. Okay, block 2 is so cute. Oh, how darling. I love that one, says Kim. Is it using the same shapes? No, it uses one from Prim and the rest are from Autumn Love. I'm in for block 2, says Dawn. Yay, thank you. Angela, you get your Sherlock, right? I have to search to who was talking about it. My Autumn Love quilt is in timeout again. Oh no, I love that quilt, Elizabeth. I so wish I wouldn't have missed out on that one. That one is so pretty. You are welcome, Stacy. Count me in, says Tammy. Yeah, so I'm super excited about making block 2. Block 1 was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So I'm excited to make block 2. Okay, and the last quilty thing, I think, that I have to share with you, I need to make my blocks for this. This is the last weekend of the month. I'm always down to the last weekend of the month, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to make my Shine On blocks. So I'm hoping to get those blocks made to stay on track with that. But are these blocks going to make a quilt? They can make whatever you want them to make. So they are not Design Jane. Jane is asking if these blocks that Lori is doing are designed to make a quilt. She is not designing them to go together as a quilt. No, she's designing them to be made into whatever you want. But they're not being designed to be put together as a quilt. As you can see, like this one, what was it? This one was finished at a 14 by 14. Is that right? I can't remember. Either 14 by 14 or 16 by 16. The next block is a 12 by 18 block. So they're not really being designed with the idea of going together as a sampler quilt. She's just designing them for you to use your creative juices and make them into whatever you want to make them into. Sam, Angela, you have mad skills. Love seeing you put all this together and do all the applique. You get kudos. Thank you, Sam. That was nice of you. I'm in for block 2 also, though I don't need the shapes, says Stacy. Okay. So I'm excited to make block 2. That'll be fun. Hoping to get caught up on Shine On. And then I know I told you last week that I would have the video done and out there already for you. Sam. Thank you, Valeria. That is so nice of you. Keep it up. I appreciate the encouragement. Trust me, some days I really appreciate the encouragement. Sam, I think that you got your blocks done last month on March 32nd. Is that right? Oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard when I read that post. March 32nd. Sam and I go back and forth a little bit because she's usually down to the last weekend of the month too. I say, have you made your blocks yet? And she's like, no, I haven't made my blocks yet. And then I said, okay, it's on. And so last month when I finished my blocks, I said, take Sam, you're it. Because I knew that she was still working on her blocks too. And she's like, I'm going to get them done by the end of the month. And then she did a post that said, March 32nd. I got it done just in the nick of time. It made me laugh so hard. I actually had to read it to my kids and they were like, what? March 32nd? That's not a date. I was like, in Sam world it is. Definitely in for block 2, says Stephanie. Yay, I'm so excited. So I apologize that I have not gotten the film out there yet. I got the little teeny tiny pillow tutorial done And I've gotten half of this one done, but we haven't gotten it completed yet. And part of the reason is because these blocks are it's like entering the world of miniature pieces. It's crazy. So I will share with you though that I have made, look, oh, mine didn't line up quite right. I'll be honest. The sides of my staple did not line up quite right, and I'm leaving it. I'm going to just embrace it as it is. But this one is so cute. And look at how small these are. I mean, you guys, I had to cut a square that was a 3/4 inch square. So I have done these blocks for the first video, which is kicking off the sew along. So I'm sharing them with you to let you know, to prove that we are actually doing the video. We're in the middle of it. My plan is to finish up the video today or tomorrow, and then we're going to post it. I only have 2 more blocks to make, and then our month 1 video will be done. So get ready. I said that Vintage Christmas was going to kick off in April. I still have a few days left. What is it? It's the 22nd. So technically, according to Sam Time, I have at least 10 days left to get this video done and posted. So we're working on it. We're almost done. My hope, fingers crossed, don't hold me to it, but fingers crossed, is that I will get these last 2 blocks done. We will get the video finished up and it will be posted, definitely by the end of the weekend, hopefully tomorrow, if we can really get to it. But these blocks, I'm so excited to make this with you guys. I mean, when you watch the video, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's kind of crazy. Like, you might be frightened because I am so excited. I mean, I seriously I put on my Christmas shirt. My husband was like, oh my gosh, what is your deal? I was like, it's vintage Christmas time, fella. We are making the vintage Christmas quilt. And he was like, is this an exciting thing? I was like, yes, it is so exciting. I can't stand it. So there's a whole new level of crazy that's coming out in the video. So enjoy that. You are welcome. Okay. Those aren't paper pieced, are they? They are not paper pieced, Mickey. No. So sweet. Yay. So excited for Vintage Christmas. It's a 6x6. So in order to make the quilt that's on the front and include all of the blocks that are in the book, all of these blocks are 6x6 inch blocks, which makes the piecing very small. I'm sure the original stable wasn't perfect either. That's what I thought, Sharon. I actually said that to my husband. I was like, I'm pretty sure that the inn with the stable was not perfect. Adorable. Finished is better than perfect. That's my motto, Marcia. You and I are on the same page. I'll need a start date so I know what other blocks I can be done. I'm here to provide that for you, and you are welcome. Has Vintage Christmas already started? I want to keep up with you guys, but not sure what. So it's all going to be in the video, Kim. So I'm going to release this video hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then definitely by the end of the weekend. And that video is going to give you all the information you need to sew along with us. So this video is just for month 1, and we'll work through those blocks together. And then at the beginning of next month, so I'm going to turn around, I'm going to make the next blocks right away so that I can have that video posted for May right away. So then the video for May, we'll talk about, it'll be posted at the beginning of the month instead of the end. And it will talk about the blocks that we're going to make for May. So at the beginning of each month, I will post a new YouTube video that gives you the sew along information that you need to know for that month and what blocks we're going to be working on. So yes, so you're not behind schedule. The video hasn't been posted yet. It's going to be posted very soon. And then we'll work through it together. They're all pieced, Mickey. No applique, no paper piecing, all just regular, straightforward piecing. Yes, finished is better than perfect. Your blocks are so cute. Thank you. I'm so ready too. I'm so excited. Small, but so fun. They are super cute. I'm excited for everyone doing Vintage Christmas. I did her Farm Girl quilt, very tiny pieces, but it turned out great. I love it. Enjoy the process. Yay, Marcia. Thank you. I will love having a schedule of what to make. Valeria. Yes, did you receive a kit? I'll have to look. I can't remember if I already shipped you a kit or if you're on the waiting list. I think you already have a kit, Valeria. I have a kit for Vintage Christmas by Lori Holt. Is it the same thing? Yes. Yes, it's the same thing. So this is the Vintage Christmas quilt that, yes, if you have a kit, then this is the quilt that it's for. And we're just starting it. So join in with us, Dawn. Yes. I don't have the waiting list in front of me, Erin, but I'm pretty sure that you are on it. And I am working through making up more of those. So I hope to be in touch soon because I know that some of you are anxious that you want to stay on track with everybody else. And I so desperately want you to stay on track with everybody else. So I'm working through making up the rest of those kits. I'm still waiting on bolts that I haven't received yet, but I have a message out to my rep to see when those are coming. Tammy, if you want to be put on the list, send me an email and let me know with a subject that says Vintage Christmas waiting list because I'm pretty sure that I might be able to get you a kit, I think. I ordered a lot of extra fabric, so I'm pretty sure that I'll have enough to make an extra one. Yay! Awesome, Dawn. I'm so glad you're going to join us. That'll be fun. Okay, so that's all the quilting stuff I have for you. Oh my gosh. It's so late. Okay, so we're going to fly through the stitching stuff. And I'm going to start by sharing my teeny tiny pillow. We did the tutorial for this one this last weekend. So we posted the tutorial to our YouTube channel, which I hope was helpful for you guys. I get serious stage fright when I have to stitch. This didn't turn out too bad, but when I have to stitch on camera, it makes me very nervous. And so I end up being like, trying to get it done as quickly as possible so that I don't have to be on camera stitching anymore. This one turned out okay. I might go back and do it again because typically I try to hide my stitches a little bit better than I did in that video. But it is what it is. So here's my teeny tiny pillow. I hope you guys like the tutorial. I hope it's helpful for you. I hope it's clear cut and it explains and it's good. Stephanie. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I got home from a girls' trip to Florida yesterday, and one of the first things I did was open my happy mail from you. Thanks for getting the floss. Oh, you are welcome. I was so happy to get that floss for you. Thank you so much, Stephanie. You're welcome. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. I'm glad that it got there. I can't wait to see your mania stitches. Okay, so I like to see the fabric on the back, so I do mine a little bit differently. There's the front. I love making these pillows. So you guys, for me, set 1 is done, and I'm excited to, or set A is done, and I'm excited to move on to set B. I can't wait. Now I'm trying to track down a bowl to display it in, and I'm having a hard time finding what I'm envisioning, which is usually my problem, but yes, join in, everybody. The more that we have quilting, the merrier, and I will do my best to get you anything that you need. For sure. Oh, good. Good, Martha. They're so fun to stitch. I can't wait to move on to the next one. Okay, now really quick. This is what we're finishing up this month. We're finishing up Trucking Along April, and we're moving on to Trucking Along May. This is our last month for the Trucking Along series. This is our last one. And I have a reservation out in the shop for the calendar crates, which is the new series by Stitching with the Housewives. So if you're interested in calendar crates, please sign up for that. Get your spot with the reservation because I need to order from them pretty soon. Help me so much with the pillows too. Oh, good, Tammy. Good. Make a second sample that's finished and thought the magic of... Yes. Right, Margaret? Okay, so we are currently stitching Cemetery by Little Stitch Girl. This is part of the Spooky Hollow series, and we are moving on to Barbershop. Look at that werewolf out there. Is anybody else crazy as I am and starting a new project every day in the month of May? Yeah, Stephanie's going to town for Stitch Mania. I am not this year. I tried to do 10 new projects last year and I started them and it's great. And they're still sitting there the exact same way. So my hope for Mania this year is to try to pull out some of those projects and make a little bit more progress on them instead of adding more. But I am super excited, Stephanie, to see what you stitch and make sure that you share everything, because I'm excited to see what you do. Because it's fun. It is kind of fun. Like, I might go back and do Mania again at some point. I just can't do it this year. But it is kind of fun to start a bunch of new stuff that you have your eye on starting and you just don't ever do it. And then you jump in and you start it during May. I like it. Okay, so we just are finishing up Stitch Card Set A, and I am so excited to move on to Stitch Card Set B. Look at that scarecrow and that tractor. Those are the types of tractors we had on the farm. We didn't have John Deere. We had the red tractors, the international tractors on the farm when I was growing up. So that brings back memories for me, seeing the red tractor. Tammy S. So Mania it happens in the month of May, and it's kind of a stitch thing that stitchers do where you start a new stitch every day in the month of May. You start a brand new stitch and you stitch it for that day and get as far as you can on it. And the next day you start another new stitch. And then I think the overall goal is that by the time the next May rolls around, you have finished all of the stuff that you started during the first Mania. I did some of it last year and it just was a lot. And so I'm not doing it this year, but I wouldn't mind doing it again in the future if I just have time to prepare and can really devote time to it that I want to be able to devote to it, which I just can't do it right now. Stacey says my Stitch Mania is all about whips. My Stitch Mania will be to work on the stitch starts that are not finished. Yes. That's kind of my plan too, Martha. My plans are the same as yours, Angela. Yeah, Kim and you and I kind of talked about it, that we were probably going to just work on stuff that we tried to start last year. You're doing much better than I am, Kim, because I see that you're actually finishing some of that stuff. I am not. I'm pretty sure that I have not touched it since last year. So, okay, we are finishing up Glitter House 4 for our Glitter House Village Sew Along, and we're moving on to Glitter House 5. So this is coming your way this month. I'm probably going to do invoicing tomorrow, maybe. I hate invoicing. It takes so long. So I always am like, oh, I got to do invoicing. So I'm probably going to do it tomorrow because it's helpful to me once all those orders start pouring in to have the weekend to kind of get everything packaged up and ready to go. So keep an eye on your email for invoicing to be happening over the next couple days. Okay, so for early Americans, we're finishing up Nathan Hale and we're moving on to Freedom. Which, by the way, I had to look up last night. My kids said, who's Nathan Hale? What did he do? And I was like, I don't really know. So we had to look this up last night. And he was a spy. And he was captured and then executed. Did you guys know that? He was a spy for America. And he was captured by the British and executed. And he said the famous line, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but something like, he wished that he had more than one life to give for his country or something like that. No, Stephanie, I have not even heard of that. 24 hours of cross stitch to see you work on that, Chris. Me too. I am itching to get back to that, Kim. I do really want to pick that up and try to do more of it. I have not gotten very far on it at all. It can some days be a lot, Sharon, that's for sure. I just want to finish up those seconds. Yes. Oh, we had Sampler Madness. I didn't even say anything about that. Did you guys see who won? Okay. So anyway, Nathan Hale, tell me if you saw who won Sampler Madness. And Nathan Hale was captured, sadly. And then the other thing that was brought to my attention was, why is Martha Washington's year 1789 and everybody else's is 1776 so far? And so then I had to do some digging and research that. Does anybody know why her year is 1789? Did you all already look it up? I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why? Why is Martha in 1789? Everybody else is in 1776. So that's how far I am with early Americans. Yes, Deanna, you know, that's what I'm talking about. The only regret I have, this is what Nathan Hale said. The only regret I have is not having more lives to give. Oh, and April says, I regret that I have but one life to give. Yes, it is something like that. Oh, good, Sandy. Yes, Elizabeth Cligg sampler is the one that won for Stitchy Mad. What did we call it? Sampler Madness. So Elizabeth Cligg, that is what we are going to be stitching for our reproduction sampler. And I'm super excited about it. Oh my gosh. It was very pretty, but there were so many in there that were so pretty. And so many of you guys reached out and said, oh, mine got voted out, or the one I really hoped for got voted out, got eliminated. But I say that just gives us more samplers to stitch as stitch alongs. So we'll just work our way through all of the ones that are out there that people really, really liked. What are people going crazy about? Yes, that's what the story about Nathan Hale. So he said that he was captured. And the reason that Martha Washington's year is different is because that's the year that she became First Lady, 1789. Yeah, 1789. So I had to look it up. I didn't understand why her year was different. Lori, hello. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I saw whoosh, 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 whoosh. And I was like, what's going on? People talking about Martha Washington? No, it's Lori Holt. Hello, Lori. Thank you so much for joining again. So glad to see you. Thank you so, so much. We just added another sampler, Lori, to our stitch along schedule. We haven't figured out when we're going to stitch it, but I'm super excited to stitch it. It's very, very pretty. Lori Holt, look at how people are so excited that you are here. Yes, we were just talking about Remix block number 2, and people are very excited about it. There are lots of positive things that people are saying about it. So I'm super excited to track down all the stuff and kit it up and then get it made. And we're just starting your vintage Christmas quilt. Yes, look. Okay, don't look at that block. This one's not bad though. This one I did okay on. The first block, my stable is off. So I'm not going to show that one to Lori Holt. And this one turned out really cute. So we're just starting our vintage Christmas throwback sew along. Kind of. We're just kind of getting started. Yes, I just sat down at my machine to sew some red sampler blocks and turn on YouTube. And there you are. I'm so glad that you're here again, Lori. I sent Lori a message this week and I said, I find myself looking for reasons to reach out and chat with her because I so enjoy chatting with her, but I don't have a reason to really. Although this week I did have a legit reason because one of you guys asked me, I don't have it with me, but one of you guys asked me if Lori was going to be coming out with another quilt project planner. Her previous one, the Scrappy Planner, has been discontinued. And so I did reach out and ask her that. And her response was, good things are coming. So I didn't get like a yes or no, but good things are coming. So for those of you who asked about that Quilty Planner, just stay tuned. Stay tuned. It could happen. And I had such a hard time not jumping in on that red sampler that you are doing, Lori, because it is so cute. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to make that. But I don't have time to make that, but I really want to. They are so cute. You missed Angela showing her vintage Christmas blocks. Which sampler? So the sampler that won for our March Madness, Sampler Madness, was called Elizabeth Cligg. I think it's pronounced Cligg. It's C-L-I-G-G. Oh, let me show you. I think I have it. See, I was just showing this. Super cute. I'm excited to make that. This is the one that won. Elizabeth Cligg, and the year is 1844. So that's the one that we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding it to our list. I just have to figure out when. Kim, that staple didn't turn out just right, but that's okay. I'm getting ready to do red work. I found a good project. So excited about the remix. Thanks for all the love. That makes me so happy y'all are doing vintage Christmas. Yes, I'm so excited to start it. The new needle minder is adorable. People are going crazy, Lori, about your tomato pincushion needle minder that's gonna come out in the near future. I've gotten lots of email requests about it. Oh, okay. Let's not talk about it. But just everybody stay tuned. Lori says she can't talk about her new books and projects because she's under contract. Totally get it. So let's not talk about it. But everybody just stay tuned for good things. I'm excited about it. I mean, Lori, you always put out good things. So seriously. I did really love that planner though. I just pulled it out for this quilt as I was writing down all of the yardage and stuff for this quilt so that we can do that Dresden quilt. I was using that for all of our planning. So I love that book. But I would love another one too. I asked and keep in mind. Oh, it was you, Beth. That's right. I couldn't remember who asked. Stitch sampler is so beautiful. I'm doing the red sampler quilt. I have to catch up on the ones that came out on Monday. I love a good stash buster. It's so pretty. I'm kind of jealous that I'm not doing that red sampler quilt. It is a super pretty sampler, Lori. I agree. That Elizabeth Clegg one. That's the one that won through everything. Although that's brackets that we did. That one made it far in both. What floss will we do the sampler with? So I'll probably do DMC floss, but if you want classic Colorworks, I have to track down the chart first. It's not at either of my suppliers, and so I have to figure out where I can get it from. But I'd be happy if you want to do classic Colorworks or something else. I'd be happy to try to track down the thread for you if I can, Jenny. So just let me know. Maybe reach out to Pen and Paper. She does awesome patterns. Sandy, I always sneak peek everything as soon as I can. It's fun to show everyone. Yes, it is so fun to see too. I'm constantly, for some reason, your feed is usually the one that's on right away in the morning. So when I go to Instagram, I usually see whatever Lori has been up to. And it's just so inspiring. I mean, I love seeing the stuff that you're working on. And for a long time, like maybe a year or so ago, sometimes I would just scroll through Lori's old Instagram posts because there's just so much inspiration there. So much inspiration. I would love to come and spend some time with Lori and just be a sponge. That's what I would love. Just come and be a sponge and like soak up some of your knowledge. That's what I would like to do. Kim, I loved your blog. So far the quilt, so pretty. Looks like a great idea. The red work quilt. Lori has sampler she is coming out with. Did I know this? Did I know that Lori has a sampler, like a cross stitch sampler? I wonder if I knew this and I am not remembering. I'm gonna have to go back and look. Did you post about it, Lori? Is it a cross stitch sampler? Now I'm like, what did I miss out on? What don't I know about? Somebody tell me. Does anyone else want classic Colorworks? I would not want to be the one. Don't worry about being the only one, Jenny. If you want classic Colorworks, then I will do my best to get it for you because it's gonna allow me to increase my inventory for classic Colorworks floss, so I don't ever have a problem doing that. If it was a problem, I would totally tell you, but don't worry about being the only one. And the likelihood is that you won't be the only one. So if you want that, you just let me know and I will do my best to hook you up. She's my favorite of all. I know everything about it. Yeah, you might. I want class. Okay, see, Brandy wants classic Colorworks, definitely. My Quilter's Cottage cross stitch that is already out as a sampler. Quilter's Cottage. Yeah, I did that. I stitched that Quilter's Cottage cross stitch. Oh yeah. I did that. I stitched that one. It's super cute. It's in my living room. I would like to use classic. Okay, so lots of people would like to use classic Colorworks on the Elizabeth Clegg sampler. So I will try to offer that as an option as well. That sounds good. Okay. Any other Lori Holt news that I need to know about? I feel like I was slightly panicked, like I was missing some information. Classic Colorworks Club. I know you guys have asked about that, and I am working on it. I am working on it. Are the flea market cross stitch pattern kits coming soon? They sure are coming soon. I just ordered. I have all the floss kits ready for flea market flowers. We're starting that stitch along in June. I have all the floss kits ready. I have cloth on order. I ordered the first cloth and I didn't like it. So Huckleberry, are you calling me again? I ordered the first cloth, but I didn't like it. And so I had to order more. So that's on order. That should be coming. It might even arrive tomorrow. And then the patterns are on order. So everything will be ready to go once the stitch along starts in June. Please come sew with me each week on my YouTube channel. I'm sewing. I give you all my tips and tricks. She sure does. Yeah, Lori's YouTube channel is awesome. So you guys should for sure check that out if you haven't, which I think everybody here has. But if you haven't subscribed to Lori's YouTube channel, it's definitely worth it. It's like subscribing to the best magazine you could ever subscribe to, if that makes any sense. Like just subscribe to her YouTube channel. Just do it. Don't question it. Just go with it. You're going to be so happy you did. So just do it. Why are people calling me? Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to Lori's YouTube channel, please be sure you do. Beginner series. I would love for you to reshow your quilter's cottage since I will be stitching. Oh, you will? Okay, Teresa, I will show it. Yes, I changed quilter's cottage just a tish. I didn't do the alphabet sampler, and I added our name, our family name. So I will try to pull that out and show it next week for you, Teresa. Lori, scrappy quilt blocks. No, Brandy, but I totally want to do those clubs, and I just have to take time and organize it and get it out there. So please keep reminding me about that, because sometimes it falls to the back burner, and if I keep putting it on the front burner, then maybe it'll actually get done. So please keep reminding me about it. Floss Club. Lori's movie length floss tubes are my favorite, says April. Lori's tutorials are the absolute best, for sure. Is a very good videographer. She sure is. Your daughter does a great job. I need to start the quilter's cottage. It's so nice. Love the quilts hanging on the line. Me too. That was one of my favorite things about it. Yes, her and Crosshatch Quilts. Nothing but eye candy on both channels. They are buddies. Thanks so much, Angela, and everyone for your kind words. I love y'all. Thank you for visiting, Lori. Yes. Crosshatch Quilts as well. Check that out. Okay, we're going to wrap this up because we're going long, and I don't have a ton of stitching progress to share with you, but I will say we're finishing up this one for Snow Village. This is Snowflake Stand. We're moving on to Peppermint Parlor. We're finishing up May for Country Cottage Needleworks, and we're moving on to June. We're finishing up May for Sampler of the Month, and we're moving on to June, which I don't have yet. And so just FYI, anybody who's part of the Sampler of the Month, your monthly shipment might be delayed just a tish, depending on when they're able to get that to me. And then we have 2 new stitch alongs starting in May. The first one is Main Street. My mom is stitching this one with you guys. She's super excited. The cloth arrived, so she is underway with this one. So we're starting with Flower Shop for Main Street. The other stitch along we are starting, which my mom is also stitching with you guys, is called She Peep. Super cute. This is by Plum Street Samplers. And this is for the Animal Stack stitch along. We're starting with She Peep. And then, like I said, I have not made a ton of progress. Oh, we are moving on for our sew by row stitch along to the last row of bundles. That's what we're starting in May. We just finished up the spools of thread. This is where I'm at with mine. We just have that last row to do, and then this one is going to be done. I can't believe it. So that is the Sew by Row sampler by Lori Holt. And I didn't get very far on my May. I got the flowers done. So I've got a long ways to go for that one. Oh my gosh. I don't want to fall behind. And I'm falling further and further behind on my Snow Village. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with this one. I'm a little worried about it. So we'll see if I can get caught back up with that before we start more stitch alongs. And then we finished Shine On, or I finished Shine On. So pretty. And I think I found a frame that's going to fit it. So I will keep you guys informed. My hope was to have this finished by today. I didn't have time to get it done and framed. So I'm going to work on that. And hopefully I will have more news for you about that next week. And if you are also looking for a frame, I can give you information about that if this frame ends up working, which I'm hoping that it will. Okay. I know you will get it done. I will be on your shoulder. Oh, good. Thank you, Brandy. Friendship stamp. I will send it to you. Okay. I don't know how I missed that, Tammy. Looking forward to Main Street, says Mickey. Oh, good. Is the cloth for Main Street big enough to do it all as one? Yes, it is, Stephanie. Just ironing my May sampler right now. You are staying on top of things, Mickey. Angela, it's not like you to have nothing. It's so true. Oh my gosh. I hope to regain control of my house at some point. So, you know, it's a little bit, the kids have started to go back to school after being home for over a year. So it's been a good thing. They're very excited to be back. Having 6 children under one roof for over a year nonstop is interesting. But there was also a silver lining to it because I felt like their relationships really developed. Like they got so close during that time, they wouldn't have otherwise developed that relationship that way had it not been for that time. So I think there were silver linings around it, around a bad situation. So I'm glad to have had that time. And it's a little bittersweet to see them go back, especially for my little one, because she misses them like crazy. But I'm hoping to regain control of my house because it's insane. So sometime I have to take time to do that because I can't function in a space that is not organized. And unfortunately, I don't have any magic people to come in and just do it for me. So if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. So I have to take time to kind of go through and do a good, thorough cleaning, do some organization. I will feel much better once that happens. Shine On was so funny, Mickey. Oh my gosh. So fun. Not funny. I mean, maybe, but fun is what I meant. Kim, thank you. Perfection is the enemy of completion. It is. As you can see from my stable, I'm trying to let perfection go. Your book title, Surviving a Pandemic with 6 Children. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for our giveaway for this week, we made it though, like we did. And I think my kids are closer because of it. I really do. I really do. Okay, so this week we're giving away this. It's not a complete panel, but it is a cute panel from Notting Hill by Diary of a Quilter, Amy Smart. Super cute collection, you guys. And let's see who the winner is. My daughter wrote out all these cards. Terry Holiday. Terry Holiday, congratulations. You have won this cute pennant panel. So please contact me at happylittlestitchshop@gmail.com to claim your prize so then I can get this in the mail to you. Congratulations, Terry Holiday. You have won this beautiful panel. And for our giveaway for next week, there's a question in the description below. Please be sure you answer that. Please be sure you're subscribed to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. Please give us a thumbs up. And please make sure you're following Happy Little Stitch Shop on Instagram and Facebook. And then answer the question below. And everybody who does all of those things, you get entered into the magic bowl that my daughter puts together each week to win a prize. The prize for next week is this sampler, because we've been talking about samplers. Well, yeah, it's called Rapunzel, and it's by Willow Hill Samplings. And this one is called Rapunzel. There's the tower, and there is Once Upon a Time. There's a little bit of a story on there. So it's super cute. Like, you can make this up for a little girl for their room and be super cute. So this is the prize for next week. Please subscribe, follow, answer the question, give us a thumbs up, do all that fabulous stuff. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Don't forget to sign up for your Dresden quilt kit. And don't forget to keep an eye out on Saturday for the Stitchy box that I'm working on with Bev. So, and thanks Bev for working with Happy Little Stitch Shop on this specialty box. She was super, super sweet. I can't wait for you guys to see what she's put together. So thank you, Beverly McCullough. You're awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Take care. Happy stitching.